How y'all doing, good people? Back in the great state of Florida, had a wonderful time in Boulder, Colorado, visiting my good friend Deion Sanders, AKA Prime Time, AKA Coach Prime. And man, I gotta say, it was a wonderful trip. I gotta tell you guys about some great opportunities that I believe could be very profitable in the coming years. Just depends on how I want to play this thing. But you guys know I'm all about figuring out a way to create more wealth. And this trip to Boulder served two purposes. First purpose was to go see Coach Prime and go watch the Colorado Buffaloes play USC. But the second reason I went was from business opportunities that I believe have a really, really good chance of increasing my net worth and potentially increasing some of y'all's net worth, depending upon if you want to partner with me on some things. We're gonna talk about that. So if you guys hang in there and stay with me here in the live and the video, I'm gonna talk to you about some opportunities that I think can benefit all of us, depending upon where you're at with your financial situation and if you wanna do some investing in some things. But before we dive too deep into that, I want you guys to hit the thumbs up for me. Y'all know that's a mandatory for me. I got to remind you guys to hit the thumbs up. I know a lot of you guys jump in the live and jump in the video and automatically hit the thumbs up, but some of you don't. So I'm asking you, before I go any further and tell you about some of these things that I'm potentially looking at to increase my net worth and could be opportunity for you guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. That's extremely important that you guys hit that like button, because without hitting the like button, YouTube is not gonna share this content with a wider audience of people. They're gonna share it with my audience, but we want them to share it with a wider audience of people who ain't never heard of me and ain't never heard of our community. I want those people to know who we are. I want to be able to reach some of those people. So that thumbs up is instrumental, right? We got to hit the thumbs up 1,000 times just so we can get the attention of the YouTube algorithm. Please do me that big favor as you come into the live stream, as you tap into the video when it goes into its video format. Please hit that thumbs up. It doesn't take you but a second, guys. Just tap it. Just ever so gently tap it, or just smash it like I do. I just smash it. So do that for me and I really would appreciate it. Also, if you want up to 12 free stocks from Webull, Webull's gonna give you up to 12 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account and put any amount of money in that brokerage account. They're gonna give you up to 12 free stocks for just trying out the brokerage app. There is a link down in the description box of this video. Go click on that Webull link. Open up your new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. I'm gonna also send you a Webull tutorial video to walk you through how to use the Webull app to start buying your favorite individual stocks and your favorite ETFs. All you gotta do is DM me on Instagram at RichardFain28. Once you DM me, just say, hey, Richard, I opened up my Webull account and I funded it. Please send me that tutorial video because I'm ready to get started right now. And I'm gonna shoot it out to you. Just that simple. Also, just wanna remind you guys, you can't get up to 12 free stocks unless you fund your Webull account. And you gotta fund it. I would say fund it right away, but you have up to 30 days when you open the account to fund it. But I would say fund it right away, because we don't want to miss 30 days of not dollar cost averaging into the stock market. Right now, the stock market is volatile. When I looked at it today, 2 of the 3 major indexes closed in the red. The Dow closed in the red and the S&P closed in the red. The only one that didn't close in the red when I looked at it earlier this afternoon was the NASDAQ. So tech must have had a little bit of a rally today because the NASDAQ closed in the green. But our two other major indexes, they closed in the red. I keep telling you guys, it's volatile right now. See, we're in a bear market, so it's volatile. One day we're up, 2 days we're down. One day we're up, 3 days we're down. But again, like I told you earlier in this morning's live stream, no better time to build wealth, man, than when the stock market is in the red. We want to buy blue chip companies, blue chip ETFs when they're trading in the red. That's when they're discounted. And then what we do is we have to hold them. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, we got to just hold them. And what typically will happen, at least what history tells us, following every bear market, there's a bull market. When that bull market returns, those assets you bought at a discount, history tells us they should increase in value again and trade at a premium at some point in the future. The key, though, is buying them while they're low and then you sell them when they're high. That's how you make money. That's how you multiply money. That's how you build wealth. So please hit that link down in the description box and open up that Webull account today. And like I said, man, don't miss out on the greatest opportunity in the last 100 years to build wealth with paper assets. All right, guys. Well, thank you for those of you who are joining me in the live. I'm sure many more will watch the video, which is cool. But the reason I wanted to do this early evening live was I wanted to fill you guys in on my trip to Boulder, Colorado. And I know a lot of y'all know I went to Boulder because I had been telling you I was going. But what I didn't tell you was I was going out there for two purposes. Number one purpose was to go watch the football game, right? The Colorado Buffaloes versus the USC Trojans, and hang out with my good friend, Coach Prime. So I accomplished that. We had a wonderful time. I got to spend some quality time with him. He's in good spirits. His coaching staff's in good spirits. His team obviously is in good spirits. They fell short against USC by a touchdown, but their resilience and the way they fought back and didn't give up and just kept fighting, kept pushing USC all the way to the last second of the fourth quarter. They were in that game, and that's something to build on. There is, I know a lot of people think, hey, it's Coach Prime and he did what he did at Jackson. He's a winner, and he is all of that. He's the epitome of winning. But he does understand to build a program at a Power 5 university, it takes a little bit of time. And he inherited a team that was 1-11 in 2022. So yes, we were excited about the 3-0 start. But you know something? Me personally, as a football fan, I'm excited about them at 3-2. I mean, the only game this year, I believe they just didn't play up to their expectations. Now, these are my words. These are not coming from anybody at CU. I'm just giving you guys my little 2 cents. The only game I believe they didn't really finish all the way through was the Oregon game. Obviously, the first 3 games they won, and then they ran into the Oregon Ducks. And Oregon, and it was in Eugene, Oregon, so it was hostile territory. And them Ducks came out and just never stopped. That's the only game this year I don't believe they were competitive. But the other 4, obviously 1, 3, and then this one I just went to, they were competitive in that USD. 3 or 4 plays the different way, man, the CU Buffs would have won that game. It was a great game. So, yeah, I accomplished that. Got to see Coach Prime, got to see the football game, got to spend some time with him and some of the other folks on that staff that I know, and it was wonderful. But the second reason I went there and wanted to see the lay of the land was I wanted to see if there were any business opportunities that I could take advantage of. You guys know I'm a big believer in when you go somewhere, what I'm listening for and looking for is, are there problems that people are expressing? Do I see problems? Do I hear problems? And do I believe I can bring a solution to help solve those problems. And if I can, then that's an opportunity for me to make a boatload of money, right? That's an opportunity for me to carve out a niche somewhere in that area up there in Boulder, Colorado. Can I carve out some type of niche where I can solve a problem with a product or a service that people have, that problem that they have? So that was the number one thing I was looking for when I was up there. And I can tell you, man, the whole city and all the surrounding cities they are just so excited about what's going on right now with the football program. And I think you're starting to feel it and see it spread through the rest of the athletic department, right? And I think that's important, because the football team, a lot of times in these Power 5 schools, the football team is really the one who brings home the meat and potatoes. They're the ones that generate the majority of the income for the athletic department, the athletics programs at the school. It's the football team. And CU is no different. Their football team is going to bring in a lot of eyeballs, right? They're going to bring in a lot of exposure so that all these other athletic programs will get some shine. They'll get some light on them. And also, I know Coach Prime has made it perfectly clear to the rest of the head coaches, to all the other programs there, that use me as a resource. If you got top recruits you're trying to get signed, use me as a resource. Let's help each other. And I think that's so amazing. So I'm really excited about what's going on in Boulder. And you guys know, probably the first 2 or 3 months Coach Prime got there, I went up to see him and I told you guys I was looking for real estate. You know, I want to have a second home up there. And that's originally how I started this thing. I was like, well, let me go up here. Let me look at the real estate landscape. Now, when I say real estate landscape, I'm really talking about residential real estate, right? 1 to 4 dwellings. Is there an opportunity for me to be able to buy some real estate there? Even though I know it's expensive. But you got to understand, guys, the best locations, and I'm telling you, Boulder and those surrounding cities around Boulder, and even I would even stretch it to Denver. It's so much going on there with people wanting to come to Boulder, wanting to be a part of this movement that Coach Prime, his coaching staff, and the whole school's athletic administration, all what they're doing, people want to be a part of that. And anytime people want to be a part of something and they're willing to pay their hard-earned money to take plane trips and drive in and rent hotels and rent cars and visit eateries, and you got to understand that does nothing but boost the economy even higher than what Boulder already was. And Boulder's a beautiful place, and people love coming to Boulder because of those mountains and that culture that they have there. They have a culture of health first, fitness first. Everybody is out biking. Everybody is out walking. People got their dogs. They got their families. They're going up these mountains. I mean, it's just crazy with the amount of people I saw there this weekend. And I said to myself, you know something? Let me look at this real estate play. Maybe there's an opportunity, even though the real estate in Boulder, Colorado, and the surrounding areas are pricey. My thing is, maybe from a seasonal standpoint, this might be a great opportunity to even buy real estate in the best location. Yeah, at the top of the market price, but that's okay because I can demand the top of the market rental income, whether it be short-term rental, long-term rental, Airbnb, right? Whether it be just a football seasonal rental, where during the football season, let's say they play 12 games and they got 8 of them at home, right? From September through late November. You know, listen, man, when I went to Boulder this weekend, it was crazy. Number one, I'm not a planner. So when I go somewhere, guys, I typically do everything last minute, right? The rental car rates because of what's happening in Boulder with the CU Buffs football team and Coach Prime and his coaching staff. What's happening with the economy there is crazy. You got to understand, I don't fly into Boulder. I fly into Denver, Colorado, which is, I don't know, Denver's probably 40 miles, 45 miles, something like that from Boulder. But I fly into the Denver International Airport. And obviously, I rented a car. Don't you know, for 3 days, for 3-day rental, my rental car rate was like $515 for 3 days. Now, you got to understand something now. I've been to Boulder before the football season started. And I've rented cars when I've been before. And they were nowhere even close to that. Let's talk about the hotel rates. In Boulder, for this football game, hotels in Boulder proper, I'm talking about Boulder, where the stadium is, they were going for $1,000 per night. I'm talking about hotel rooms that would normally run $199, $215, $230. I'm not talking about, the Waldorf Astoria. I'm not talking about the Ritz-Carlton. I'm talking about your standard, Courtyard by Marriott. I'm talking about something like Hyatt Place, right? I'm talking about just your middle tier. Your middle tier hotels were going for $1,000 a night, man, in Boulder. And why is that? Because of all that electricity around the football team. And you already know that their home games are all sold out. Tickets are somewhere around $500 a piece. If you're just an ordinary Joe Blow, hey, I'm going to go see the Colorado Buffs play, let's say Stanford in 2 weeks when they play Stanford at Boulder. How am I going to go see the Stanford game? I'm going to tell you something. You're just a regular Joe Blow, not a student, not an alumni or nothing like that, just a normal person wanting to go catch that game. Number one, you're going to probably have to pay $1,000 a night for hotel, like I told you. Rental car rates are going to be off the chain. I don't care when you do it because it's in the middle of the football season. They're going to be off the chain. And then on top of that, you're going to probably have to pay $500 just to get a ticket to get into the game. If you come with a couple people, guess what? Let's say you come with you and someone else. That's $1,000 for the tickets. So my point is, all of this hoopla around what's going on with the football team, and I believe just the university in general, obviously already a beautiful, amazing university before Coach Prime and his staff got there. Obviously, Boulder, Colorado is one of the most prestigious places to visit, to live before Coach Prime got there. But he just poured, they've just poured gasoline on this economic fire that was already there. Now it's just out of control. So my thing was, hey, why not get some real estate? Why not buy some real estate, right? Maybe buy, 10 properties and rent out those 10 properties all year round, of course, but specifically during the football season. Rent them out. You can charge whatever you want to charge. People are going to pay it. Why? Because if the CU Buffs keep winning, which I believe they will, I think Coach Prime and his staff are putting together a 10-year dynasty there. That's my opinion. Nobody told me that from CU. Coach Prime didn't tell me that. Nobody from his staff told me that. I'm just telling you guys what I believe. You guys know I'm an old football player myself. Played in the NFL for 3 years, played at the highest level at a Power 5 university, University of Florida, all SEC 2 years in a row. So I know football, right? I'm not a football coach, but I'm a football player that knows football. And I know what they're putting together, there's going to be at least a 10-year run. And they're going to get better and better. That's why in Coach Prime's last two post-game press conferences, he was saying, you better get me now. He was saying that after the Oregon game. You better get me now. And he wasn't being cocky. He was just telling them, this is our first year, guys. We inherited a 1-11 team, and we're already 3-2. So our record is better now than it was last year, all of last year. We've won more games in the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season than we won all of last year. And we still haven't brought in all the players we believe we're going to bring in. We're going to build this thing to a level where winning is an attitude, winning is expected. And that's what they're doing. So I believe over the next 10 years, there's an opportunity for me to make a lot of money in Boulder. I'm just not going to go to Boulder to just have a good time. And, that's one of the reasons I'm going, but I'm going to also go to make some money. And that's where you guys come in. If you guys are interested in going in with me on some real estate deals, and I don't want to hear anything in the comments about real estate too high in Boulder. No, I already told you why. It doesn't matter what the price is. Because at certain parts of the year, you're going to be able to rent. I'm telling you guys, the hotel rooms for a mid-tier hotel at that Stanford game that's coming up in 2 weeks, they're going to be $1,000 a night. I'm just telling you. And then if you go outside of Boulder, let's say you go to one of the neighboring cities outside of Boulder. Let's say you go 15 miles outside of Boulder, 20 miles outside of Boulder. Those hotels are going for a pretty good penny too. Not $1,000 a night, but they're going up there. My point is, all of these people coming into these games, all of these people who want to be a part of this movement over the next 10 years, think about it. In the state of Colorado, right? Colorado is one of these states that have a pretty high median income, right? It's full of folks who do pretty well with their finances. So it's not a state where people don't got no money. They do. It's a pretty good state for income. But here's the most exciting thing to me is it's spreading outside of Boulder. I was on a plane coming back today. And I'm going to tell you, the flight was full. It was coming from Denver, direct flight to Fort Myers, Florida, in the area where I live. And it was jam-packed. This on a Monday now. This wasn't Sunday. I can't even imagine yesterday what it looked like. That's the reason I didn't fly back on Sunday, because I thought it was just going to be absolutely crazy at the airport. And today was absolutely bananas. And I got to believe a big part of this traveling that happened today was people who were in the Boulder area to watch the CU Buffs play. Now, why is that? Because you got a guy like Coach Prime and his staff who've bought a renewed excitement about the football program. And I've already told you, for most major Power 5 universities, their football program is the bread and butter of the athletic income that comes in. I saw a report where just the TV revenue, I believe it was for the first 3 games. It could have been the first 4 games. And guys, you go out and do your research. I'm only giving you statistics that I saw online, and I interpret them the way I interpret them. You go out, I'm not some CU, expert on what revenue. I'm just telling you what I saw in print, that just the TV revenue was around 90 million. Not include merchandising, ticket sales, all of this stuff. They say merchandising's up year over year by like almost 900%. Just crazy numbers. And everywhere you look on social media, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to those 2 right there. Even Twitter a little bit, but Facebook and Instagram, you go there and they are everywhere because of that excitement. And I think there's an opportunity for us as investors to take advantage of that. Not only from products and services, because I think there's some need. I think there's some problems that could need solving. So if anybody on the live or anybody that's watching this video format wise, and you live in that area, the Boulder, Colorado area, or that surrounding area, even Denver, and you believe there is some problems out there that you can come up with a solution to help solve that problem and create a business out of it, contact me. Just email me. It's an email address for RF Financial Consulting in the description box of this video, just email me or go to Instagram at RichardFain28 and DM me. Because I'm looking for people who live in that area who have an entrepreneurial spirit. They believe they have a product that can solve problems, a service that can solve problems that we can quickly implement and maybe catch this wave. Because you guys got to understand, we're only going into week 6 of the football season. So we still got more than half of the football season left. We still got all of October, all of November. And if there's a solution that we can put together and deliver that to the marketplace while we're in football season, I think there's a perfect opportunity for us to not only help people and solve problems, but also make some money. So if you live in that area, in the Boulder, Colorado, and surrounding cities, even as far as Denver, maybe even what do they call it? I think it's Colorado Springs. I think that's the name of it. I think that's a couple hours away, but even there, if you're a person that lives in that area, now I need you to already have a solution, right? You got to be able to articulate to me what the problem is or what the need is, and then be able to show me your product or service can solve that. And then at that point, boom, we're going to go into action and go to work and get this thing implemented and get it rolling. That's number one. That's for the people who live in that area. And even if you don't live in that area, but you believe you have a solution to a problem that you've identified, hit me up. Let me know, because I told you we got plenty of time left in the season. But long term, I think we got a 10-year dynasty run here. And over the next 10 years, there's a lot of people we can help, and there's a lot of money to be made. So if you got solutions, don't be coming to me, well, I was thinking about this and I haven't really thought it out. I don't want to hear those. I want to hear something that's buttoned up, ready to go. All I got to do is just throw my weight behind it, and maybe with some key people in the Boulder area that I met, they can help throw some weight behind it, because I do know some key people, right? I wouldn't be asking you this if I didn't know some key people that have already pulled me to the side and said, hey, there's opportunity. We're not going to work on it for you. You go find it. We'll help you implement it. So that's number one. Number two, the real estate thing. That's more of a longer term, because we're not going to be able to identify a piece of property and turn it before the end of the football season. But like I told you, this is a 10-year dynasty, I believe. This is year one. So I think if you can identify a piece of real estate or several pieces of real estate, I think you need about a portfolio of 10 properties. Whether that be single family, whether that be multifamily, I think you need about 10 of them, maybe even more, depending upon how many people want to participate in this, right? And now I haven't gotten all the details worked out on the partnership and all that stuff, but we'll handle that. That'll be all above board, professionally done by the real estate attorneys in the state of Colorado, preferably Denver or Boulder. There will be real estate attorneys that handle everything, right? So don't worry about those details. What I need you to think about is do I have any free cash that I'm willing to invest in real estate to be a limited partner? Of course, I'll be the general partner. Whoever comes in with me will be limited partners. If you don't know what those terms mean, go look them up on the internet. That's all you got to do. Go look them up on Google. Limited partner, general partner, right? And then obviously you have a partnership agreement that we would sign. And then we purchase the real estate. Now, in order to do this, we're going to need some people with some cash, because I'm not going to be going to some bank getting charged 7.5% interest rate to borrow money to make this happen. I don't want to do that. What I want to be able to do is identify properties, get a really good, sharp real estate agent in the Boulder area, and have that person get out there and start looking for rental properties, right? We don't want a Taj Mahal. We just want a good, solid rental property that can cram people in it during the football season and any time of the year people want to come to Boulder, right? Obviously, we're coming into the winter months. But there are a population of people that like to come to Boulder for the winter because they love the mountains, they love hiking, they love skiing, they love all that good stuff. So just because winter's coming doesn't mean you can't keep the place rented. You may not demand the same rental rate you demand during the football season or during the summer months, but you still can make money all year round in Boulder. Don't get me twisted. I've done my homework on this, guys. All I'm looking for are serious business people out there or people who say, hey, I got my act together. I would like to partner with you on some real estate deals. And we'll work out you'll be a limited partner, but we'll work out all the details. I just need to come up with, I just want to see if there's anybody out there who's interested in going in partnership with me, but it's going to be specifically to Boulder and the surrounding areas. 10 properties on up. That's what we're going to be looking for. But we're going to need some serious cash to be able to do that. Now, if I don't get enough people to do it, what I'll probably end up doing is just doing it myself, but I'll do it on a smaller scale. I'll start out with one property, and then my goal is just add a property every year till I get myself up to, 5 to 10 properties. Man, you get up to 5 to 10 properties in Boulder and the surrounding areas and that rental income, and specifically for me, I want to do it as long as Coach Prime's there. That's what I want to do. Once Coach Prime time is up there and he's gone, what I probably end up doing is package up the portfolio and sell it and make me a nice windfall, right? Because it's going to go up in value. Of course, it's Boulder, Colorado. It's going to go up in value, guys. I don't care what the price is today. I guarantee you in 10 years or 5 years, it'll be more. It's Boulder, Colorado. It's a destination spot. People want to live there, right? They got really strict building requirements there. You can't just come there and just build some Taj Mahal. No. They don't work that way in Boulder. They got really strict building guidelines. You got to tear something down before you can build something new. So I ain't looking to build nothing new. I'm looking to buy already buttoned up rental properties. I'll pay market for them because I know in 5 years, let's say Coach Prime decides to stay 5 years and he decides to move on. Great, no problem. For those next 5 years, I'll rent them out. Once he gets ready to move on, guess what I'll do? I'll package them up and I'll sell them and I'll move on. But it's a nice little profit. It's a nice little cash flow stream. So if you're interested in that, like I said, guys, email me. Email address down in the description box for RF Financial Consulting. DM me on Instagram at RichardFain28. I'm looking for real estate partners. That's one. And then on the other one, I'm looking for normal business partners. But these business partners don't come to me without a buttoned up, ready to go solution, right? I need something that's buttoned up and a solution, and you can articulate that to me and to the people who I'm gonna be working with in Boulder. You're gonna have to be able to articulate that to us. And it has to make sense. It has to be a winner because we ain't got much time. We're trying to capitalize on that this year. Worst case scenario, next year. Be ready to go next year. 2024 season, right? But we got to be ready. So those are the two options, right? Business opportunity, real estate opportunity, and people that are serious about that, hit me down in the description box. You'll see my email address for RF Financial Consulting, and or you can DM me on Instagram at RichardFain28. But yeah, those are the two profitable opportunities, guys, that my last trip to see Deion Sanders, AKA Coach Prime, AKA Prime Time, I was fooling around with when I was there. And again, this ain't got nothing to do with Coach Prime. Coach Prime don't know nothing about this. I haven't talked to him about it. I don't rock like that. I do not rock like that, and he knows that. I don't ever try and use my friendship with him no. I did all this on my own, guys. See, I told y'all how I am. I'm a hustler, man. I'm one of these guys that smell opportunity and I just go get it. I don't need nobody to hold my hand. I don't need no favors. And I would never ask for any from him. This has nothing to do with him. This has everything to do with me going to Boulder, Colorado, figuring out what the landscape is, seeing an opportunity and saying, look at him, man, this next 10 years is gonna be crazy. Here's some opportunity for us to really help some people and make a ton of money. Somebody gonna make it. I'm telling you guys, them hotel rooms rent for $1,000. I don't know if that'll last forever, but it's right now it is. I guarantee you, I believe Coach Prime and his coaching staff, they're going to win. They already done demonstrated that. They're 3-2. And they only lost to 2 top 10 football teams. They didn't lose to some ranky-dank scrub team. They lost to 2 powerhouses. I'm not talking about powerhouses that just became powerhouses. USC and Oregon, man, come on. Y'all know that, man. Them teams been powerhouses for years. And guess what? That USC game, they were right there. 4 or 5 plays the other way, the Buffs would have won. I watched the whole game, man. VIP seats. VIP seats, watched the whole game. Didn't miss one play. And I know football. Now, I'm not a football coach, but I know football. I got a football mindset. I got a football acumen because I played the game at the highest level. And I know exactly what players have to do if they want to be great. If you want to be good, mediocre, but if you want to be great, I know what people need to do to be great because I was a great football player, man. So my point is, I'm going to parlay that opportunity because of what's going on in CU, right? In Colorado University. My goal is to put together some people who want this opportunity as well, right? Maybe even fly out, meet me out there, and we can spend a weekend out there and just, or during the week, whatever. You know me, I'm free. I'm financially free, so I can go whenever I want to go. But I know others may have some requirements, may have some obligations. I can pretty much go whenever I want to, but yeah, maybe we go out there, hang for a couple of days. It ain't no opportunity to meet Coach Prime and we gonna go by this. No, it ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be strictly us out there mixing it up with business people in that community, trying to figure out a way to provide value to the marketplace. And in return, we get paid. See, when we add value to the marketplace, financial value, we get paid. That's all I'm about on those trips. It's about finding the right people in Boulder to partner with us, whether it be Denver, Boulder, some of the other surrounding cities around Boulder. We're going to identify some people. I've already identified a few, but we're going to identify some more, and we're going to partner with these people to make a financial impact in that marketplace. We're going to add financial value, and we're going to get paid for it, right? So if you're interested in that, like I said, hit me up, email and or DM, right? I've already told you how to get in touch with me. So that's really the word that I wanted to really throw you guys' way, is to think about that. Seriously thinking about it. Now here, it's not an investment for someone who's not someone who has some cash. You got to have some real cash, right? You got to have some money now. It can't be, well, hey man, I got $1,000 and I'd like to be a part of it. Unfortunately, not for this opportunity. We're going to need more than that, right? I would say $10,000 minimum, right? I say $10,000 minimum is what you're going to need if you want to invest on the real estate side. You don't need $10,000 if you're going to invest on the business side, because on the business side, you're going to have the solution already. You're going to have it already worked out. All you need is some backing. But on the real estate side, we're going to need some people with cash, because remember, I'm not going to be getting loans for these properties. We're going to buy these properties outright. So if we get 1,000 people, 1,500 people, 2,000 people that want to be a part of it, we're going to collectively take all of those dollars and we're going to buy these properties. And then you can expect some type of return on your investment. I would say in that 8 to 10% range or better, right? In that 8 to 10% range, because if I can't give you an 8 to 10% return or better, why would you do it? You wouldn't do it. You just go put the money in the S&P and just let it ride, right? Why even bother with all this unless I can make at least the 8, 10, 15, 20% return? Now, I can't guarantee any returns because obviously that's dependent upon the performance of the property. But what I'm telling you guys is the homework I've done in Boulder, Colorado. Listen, man, I don't know why it wouldn't. I'm telling you, I don't know why it wouldn't. I'm telling you, I was there for 3 whole days, and it was a madhouse. It was a madhouse, guys. I'm like, what the heck is going on up here? What you see on TV don't even do it no justice when you're there at the game in person. Down there on the ground, all these people out there tailgating and everywhere you go in the city. It's all the way down to Denver, man. It's just nuts. So I'm thinking to myself, shoot, this is going to be a 10-year run right here. I don't know how long Coach Prime going to stay, but I'm hoping he stay as long as he can and win 2 or 3 national championships. Because, boy, if they do that, oh, my goodness, you know how much real estate going to be, ooh, crazy. You know how much business opportunities come with winning at a Power 5 university, especially when you got a guy at the head of it, of the head of the football team like Coach Prime. And I'm sure his athletic director is a wonderful gentleman. I don't know him. I've never personally met him, but I know Prime speaks highly of him. And if Prime speaks highly of him, then I know they lockstep, right? They on the same page. And that's good because the AD is the boss. The athletic director is the boss. See, everybody got a boss. Well, I'm gonna say everybody, but most of us, 99% of us got a boss, right? And that AD at these universities for the athletic programs is the boss. Even though you got a charismatic, very, 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 very winner-oriented head coach, you still have someone like an AD you need to have buy-in from and be on the same page with in order for to get things done, right? You still need that administrative piece to go with the talent piece, the athletic talent piece to make it work. And I think those gentlemen got it right. And I want to be a part of it, not on the football team side, but I want to be a part of it in the community on the business side. I want to be able to add value to the marketplace and get paid for that value. Guys, I'm getting ready to wind it up, but if you're just popping into the live or the video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button for me. It's really important. We want to get this content out to more folks. And the only way the YouTube algorithm is going to do that is if we get you guys to smash that like button. So please smash that like button. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy the content and potentially want to be an investor with me on the real estate side, want to be a business partner with me on the business side, depending upon which. And if you don't want to do any of them, you don't have to. Y'all know me. I'm going to make it happen either way. I just thought, why not share it with my audience and see if my audience wanted to participate? Because I get emails from you guys quite a bit saying, hey, Richard, let me know when you're doing some deals. I'd like to go in with you. So I get that from you guys. So here's an opportunity. If you're serious about that, I told you how to contact me. It's pretty simple. Contact me and say, hey, Richard, I like the real estate idea. I'd love to be a part of it. Once you dial that thing in, hey, send me the details. I'm ready to invest. I'm not asking you to send me any money. Hey, man, wire me $30,000 and I'll give you the details later. No, I don't roll like that. No, I ain't no, I don't roll like that. What I'm trying to gather right now is interest. And then I'm trying to also gather at what level of interest from a monetary standpoint. Okay, Richard, I got 50K. I got 100K. Obviously, the more money you put in, the bigger stake of the partnership you have, even though you're a limited partner, right? The general partner is just the one who really handles all the administrative piece, right? They handle all the administrative piece. While the limited partners may be scattered all over the country, you got one general partner that basically speaks for the partnership. Now, that general partner can't just do anything he want to do. I'm not going to go into all of that, but that's how it works. So please, rest assured, everything is going to be above board. But I need to have a financial commitment or at least an interest level so I know, okay, we got 1,000 people interested, and out of that 1,000 people, shoot, man, right now we got about $2 million ready to roll. That's real money, guys. That's buying a lot. That's buying at least 2 or 3 good rentals right there, because they ain't cheap now. But the cash flow, which you'll get a cash flow pro forma and all that stuff as part of the due diligence we'll do to make sure it works. It won't be no, oh, this property is underwater, it don't make any money. No, it won't be that. Again, nothing's guaranteed. I can't guarantee anything. It's business, right? So there's a level of risk with any reward, right? So just keep that in mind. But y'all know how I roll. I'm not about losing money. I'm not about making bad investments, especially not with real estate. Because see, that's the thing about real estate. I've done it for so long. I know the key to real estate. The key to real estate is location, man. That's the key to real estate. You buy that real estate in the right location, I don't care what nobody say. You ain't gonna lose, not long term, you're not. Not if it's in the right location, guys. Now, if you're in some old sketchy location and, oh, it might, no. But this Boulder, Colorado stuff, let me tell you, man, that's the perfect location. If y'all see the mountains, man, man, let me tell you something, man. The mountains are so close to you, it's like you can reach your hand out and touch them. They that prevalent. They that prevalent. The air's the cleaner. You got hiking trails, walking trails, biking trails. Oh man, you got all kind of stuff at this place, man. I'm telling you, dude. It's and gals, it's amazing. So please consider it. Consider it. Drop me anything. Send me an email. RF Financial Consulting. There's an email address in the description box of this video. Send me an email or DM me on Instagram. Now, when you do DM me or email me, I'm gonna be serious about this. So I need to know what your commitment level is, especially on the real estate side, because I'm gonna ask you, how much money do you got to invest? Well, Richard, I got 10, I got 30, I got 100, I got 250, whatever it is. That's the interest level I'm looking for, because when I'm ready to go to the people who I'm gonna be working with to actually acquire these properties, they're gonna need to know that we're serious. I don't need no maybes. I'm gonna need locked in people that say, this is what I'm willing to do, and then I'm gonna deliver to you the appropriate financial information for us to close on that. But I still need a commitment, not really a commitment, I need to know what level of interest from a financial standpoint that you're able to make. So if you can give me that, that'll be good enough for me for right now until I can cross all the T's and dot all the I's. I just need to know that on the real estate piece to see how fast we can start getting this thing to move. On the business side, I've already told you, you just gotta have a solution that solves a problem, and it already has to be buttoned down. All you're looking for is, hey man, I just need a few key people to get me in the marketplace. Other than that, boom, it's done. Those are the kind of guys and gals I'm looking for on the business side. So if you fall into either of those categories or both, email me or DM me. Again, hit that like button, guys. Before I get out of here, please hit the like button. Please smash it. It's all the thank you I need is by you just hitting that like button. Because by you hitting that like button, the YouTube algorithm is going to send this video out to more people. And we want more people to be a part of this movement, this journey, this financial freedom movement that we're traveling on. We're getting ready to take this thing to the next level. We're gonna start buying real estate together. We're gonna start businesses together. See, I don't need you to send me $1,500 for no course. What I need you to do is partner with me to build wealth. I don't need no course. I don't need no little $300, $400 for a course. I don't need that. What I need is people that says, hey man, I believe in you. You've demonstrated to me that you're a trustworthy guy. Now, I'm not going to blindly go in anything, but I want to hear more. I'm riding with you. I want people to say I'm riding with you. And then I'm going to gather that information. We're going to turn that thing into something real where all of us can benefit. Not just me, all of us. And for me, that's even sweeter, right? It's even sweeter. We go into Boulder, a group of investors. We have a nice weekend looking at real estate, seeing the lay of the land, and finding ways to help people. And then guess what? If we help enough people get what they want, guess what we do? We get what we want. And that's the name of the game. Help enough people get what they want, and you get what you want. And I'm telling you, Boulder is a perfect opportunity, guys. Let's not miss this opportunity. Let's jump all over this thing quickly before somebody else moves in our slot. Again, hit that thumbs up on your way out of the live, guys. Hit the thumbs up for me. Also share this video. There may be other people out there that are looking for investments in real estate in hot top 10 markets. They may be looking for top 10 opportunities. They may be looking for business partners. They got good ideas that can solve problems, but they need some financial support to make that happen. They need some doors open for them. I'm one of these guys that can open some doors. If it's the right opportunity, I'll open the doors, I'll figure it out. I got enough power behind me and what I do and who I know to make sure we can get some doors opened. But it has to be something that's right and makes sense. So keep that in mind. So share this video, because there may be people out there who fall into that category that may not see this video unless you share it with them. So please share. So hit the like button, please share. Last thing on Webull, y'all know the links down in the description box. Again, that's for people that say, hey, I want to start buying paper assets. I want an easy, convenient way to do it. No fees, no commissions, none of that stuff. Webull can provide that for you. Plus, they got fractional share trading. Plus, they got automatic investing. So that link is down in the description box. Open up that account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks for just trying out their brokerage app. And I'm going to send you that tutorial video, that Webull tutorial video, once you DM me on Instagram at RichardFane28 and say, hey, Richard, I've opened my Webull account. I funded it. Send me the video. I'm ready to get started, rocking and rolling. I'm going to send you that video. So thank you guys again. I know it's 2 times in one day. Y'all, I'm just excited, man. When I get like this and I know there's people that can be helped and money to be made, and I know I got a following like you guys who want to get to financial freedom, I can't sit on this information, man. I got to get it out to you. I'm going to keep getting it out to you because I want to see you win, and I want to see you win big. So hit that thumbs up on your way out, guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging in there with me. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace.